What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode. Today we've got the homie Brian in the house. I thought he was behind me. He's not. But we are cooking up today some ribeye steak. If you guys don't know, Brian goes by the local block on Instagram. He's a local butcher here in Denver. He's a good friend of mine. And today we thought it'd be fun to whip up a steak and kind of just film the process and make a really nice meal in the home kitchen. So there we go. Now he's in the background. So let's go. Let's get started with the video and we'll get into it. Peace. All right, guys, so today we are cooking this. It is a 80-day dry aged ribeye. So super pumped to cook this. Again, Brian is a pro butcher down at the local butcher. The local block is the company name, and then he was a professional butcher at Western Daughters down in Denver. It's a great shop to get some high quality meat. Little shout out to them as well. We've got some salt, some potatoes, some material. I don't know what that is.
That is butter.
Oh, okay, we got butter.
Yeah.
We've got some chicken schmaltz.
Schmaltz. That's gonna be, that's just chicken fat.
Chicken fat.
Yeah.
Okay, we got chicken fat. We've got some carrots, and we're about to cook it all up. Let's go. All right, so we're also gonna throw in some asparagus. We're about to chop up these potatoes and get them roasting and get started. Potatoes are prepped and seasoned. Potatoes are all set, seasoned. That is going in the oven. And yeah, I know we probably need a new oven, and we got sweet potatoes and shit down there. Who cares? So everything we're cooking today is organic. Got some fresh carrots. We're gonna cook these up in some of that chicken schmaltz. It's basically like rendered chicken fat. So we got the chicken fat that's gonna cook with the veggies and the steak as well. So we are making some progress. All right, so we got a bunch of fresh carrots. We're gonna let this all roast with some of that chicken fat in here for a while. Potatoes are roasting. And then we're gonna put the steaks in this old cast iron. So just pulled out the 80-day dry aged ribeye. Looks amazing. Brian, okay, tell us what's good.
Yeah, so dry aging is a really interesting process. It's when butchers will take like the whole loin of a muscle, this being the ribeye, for example, and what they'll do is they'll store it in a refrigerator, but it's not just any refrigerator. It's temperature controlled, it's moisture controlled. There's other elements as far as like taking care of cultures that you will see grow on the actual steak itself. And then those are cut away, those are completely discarded, and what's left is a certain percentage of the steak. And so after X amount of days, you see different flavor compounds, you see different muscle, tenderness, because that's a big part of why people will dry age in the first place, is it does tenderize the steak a lot. And so what's really special here about these 80-day dry aged ribeyes is you're just going to have a lot of umami flavor. You'll have a lot of build that has earthy tones. You have a lot of just nuttiness and kind of cheesy flavors, and it's really, really, really delectable.
You heard the man. So I've had some dry aged stuff a couple times. This is gonna be the first time we're cooking ribeye in the house. And yeah, I probably also look like I got hella sunburn. I was playing golf today, so it's been a long day. Let's keep going.
So what I'm doing here is just allowing the bottom fat to kind of balance and just sit there and render off, because we're gonna use that fat to actually cook the steak itself. It's a little trick I like to use.
Steak is rendering, fat is rendering, veggies soaking up in all the chicken fat. A lot of chicken fat. It's awesome, delicious. So some of that old, I guess, what is that, old blood, I guess, is just like finally starting to come to the surface of the steak, even though it's been like sitting and kind of aging for the last 80 days, right? Is that what that is?
So it's actually like a coagulation between blood, and there's like mostly water. It's just that it's a blood color as well.
Got it.
So people will tend to think that sometimes that is blood, but from what I've been told, it is like a coagulation between blood and water.
Got it. You want to flip that over?
Yeah. I was seeing earlier that it was a little. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
I'll probably flip that maybe one more time to get to that nice medium flip.
So I'm aiming, so Brian's the butcher. Brian's kind of like the more professional chef than me, obviously. But I like my steaks kind of like medium plus, so when I cook it, that's what I try to do. Brian's gonna kind of explain his methodology for how he goes about cooking like a T-bone like this to kind of like a medium plus.
Yeah, so this ribeye, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I take it all the way to 130, and then I'll let it rest. But it's nice that Sam wants a medium plus, because that's actually easier to achieve than, you know, most people think. It's just a little bit above medium, and it's not well done. So I got you handled.
Looks amazing with all the chicken fat just popping.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's like a mirror.
Once I take it off,
So we just pulled this off the cast iron. It's gonna rest for a couple minutes, brought it up to 130 degrees. Gonna pair this with the carrots that we roasted in chicken fat and asparagus and some fresh potatoes as well. Got a nice full spread here. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so we just finished cooking up. Brian's got his steak almost done. We're gonna sit down and have like a fucking awesome, excuse my language, I'll probably beep that out. Have an awesome meal. So we got the 80-day dry aged steak, and here's what it looks like. Full plated setup, roasted potatoes seasoned with salt, pepper, Old Bay, chicken fat, roasted veggies with the dry aged steak. Let's go. This is good eating right here. Just took my first bite. Absolutely delicious. Gotta go in for number 2 before I kind of, I guess, explain more, but very, very good. The dry aged steak is fantastic. So, nice piece of fat right there on the outside. It's not chewy, it's not like sinewy or anything like that. The fat is delicious. It's a really awesome steak, especially if you guys are in Denver. Make sure you go to Western Daughters. It's the best butcher shop around. They have some fantastic quality grass-fed steaks. That's what we're eating tonight, so really, really awesome. Also, really big thank you to my buddy Brian for coming by and filming this video with me. All of his links in the description if you guys want to like order any meats or anything like that. He also does delivery around the Denver area, so if you guys wanted some high quality steaks delivered to your house, didn't have to go to the grocery store or something like that, that's also available. So this was a fantastic meal. And with that, don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The channel's been growing. Big thank you to all the new people who've been checking out the videos. And with that, we'll see you next time. Peace.